Hello and welcome to Bangladesh Today. I'm Smita Prakash. The 3rd of March was a special day for both Bangladesh and India. An Indian son-in-law of Bangladesh visited his Sasur Bari, or the ancestral home of his wife in Bangladesh. And that Indian was none other than the first citizen of India, President Pranab Mukherjee. The President's first visit abroad was to Bangladesh, sending an important signal that India lays tremendous value to its bilateral relationship with its neighbour. As the Indian President Pranab Mukherjee started his 3-day Bangladesh visit, Dhaka rolled out a red carpet to honour him. Pranab Mukherjee is no stranger to Bangladesh. Besides being a Bengali by birth, when he was about 35 years old, he was one of the main Indian political leaders who supported and assisted the provisional government of Bangladesh in 1971. And the President was lavish in his praise towards a country close to his heart, setting the tone for closer cooperation between India and Bangladesh.
আমরা বাংলাদেশকে অগ্রাধিকার ভিত্তিক প্রকল্প রূপায়ণের জন্য $20 কোটি মঞ্জুরির প্রস্তাব করেছি। কয়েক সপ্তাহ আগে এই মঞ্জুরির $5 কোটি প্রথম কিস্তি হস্তান্তরিত হয়েছে। আমার সরকার বাংলাদেশের সঙ্গে স্থল সীমানা চুক্তি এবং 2011 সালের প্রোটোকল কার্যকর করতে সংসদের সাংবিধানিক সংশোধনের জন্য একটি বিল আনছেন। সীমান্তে যাবতীয় দুর্ভাগ্যজনক ঘটনা রোধে আমরা বাংলাদেশের সঙ্গে ঘনিষ্ঠভাবে কাজ করতে প্রতিশ্রুতিবদ্ধ। সীমান্ত রেখাকে ভৌগোলিক বিভিন্নতার প্রতীক হিসাবে চিহ্নিত না করে শান্তি ও সহ অবস্থান এবং পারস্পরিক সহযোগিতার প্রবেশপথে রূপান্তরিত করতে আমাদের অবশ্যই একযোগে কাজ করতে হবে। আমাদের স্বাধীনতা পরবর্তী ইতিহাসে প্রথমবারের মতো এবছরের মাঝামাঝি আমাদের দুই দেশের বিদ্যুৎ গ্রিড সংযমের মাধ্যমে ভারত থেকে বাংলাদেশ 500 মেগাওয়াট বিদ্যুৎ সঞ্চালিত হবে। বাংলাদেশের বিদ্যুৎ চাহিদা মেটাতে ভারত বাংলাদেশ মৈত্রী বিদ্যুৎ কোম্পানি মংলার কাছে রামপালে 1320 মেগাওয়াট বিদ্যুৎ উৎপাদন ক্ষমতা সম্পন্ন একটি অত্যাধুনিক সুপার থার্মাল পাওয়ার প্ল্যান্ট প্রতিষ্ঠা করছে।
India has been a close partner of Bangladesh from its very inception. During the 1971 War of Liberation, India provided military and moral support to the erstwhile East Pakistan to help it gain independence as Bangladesh.
We are in not in the right direction, but we are trying to be a very good country. Our discipline and our courage will give us a successful country, and we as a citizen of Bangladesh, and we are very much willing to do our jobs to enrich our country and its development. We have dream to build a good country like India and like any other countries of the world, and we have dream and we will do it for our country, for our motherland, Bangladesh.
In the region, all time we love Bangladesh and we love India, because India is very near country in our Bangladesh, and all goods and all things were related to India and Bangladesh.
And this strong bond continues despite the complexities involved in a relationship between a larger and stronger neighbour and a younger developing country.
It was very good, and we are very happy to receive him in Bangladesh. I expressed our gratitude to him that he chose Bangladesh to be the first country to visit as President of India, and also told him that he is considered as a friend of Bangladesh, and he was a friend during our War of Liberation. He has been a friend of Bangladesh ever since, and he will remain a friend in our journey together these two countries and also the whole region. And he talked about our common roots in our same civilization and our history, common history. And we also believe that our destinies are also intertwined. So we need to work together, not just India and Bangladesh, but whole of South Asia. And the fact that since the historic visit of our Prime Minister to India and the Indian Prime Minister to Bangladesh, both the countries, we have been implementing the decisions taken by our two Prime Ministers, and the progress so far has been satisfactory. And we are not only doing things bilaterally, but we are also undertaking sub-regional initiatives, especially in the area of communication and hydropower. We are also exploring new areas for cooperation like health, telecommunication, renewable energy, fisheries and agriculture.
As a trusted ally and emissary of the late Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, Pranab Mukherjee actively campaigned for Bangladesh's independence in European capitals before East Pakistan broke away from Pakistan and became Bangladesh in 1971. Pranab Mukherjee has seen the birth of Bangladesh. No wonder he chose Bangladesh as the first country to visit after assuming the office of President in July 2012. Bangladesh reciprocated with the state honour Bangladesh Swadhinta Sammana or Bangladesh Freedom Honour for his outstanding contribution to the liberation war.
Many of us were passionately concerned about the events that were unfolding then. 24-hour television channels did not exist in those days, and it was the Free Bangladesh Radio and All India Radio that gave us reports of the heroic struggle of our brothers and sisters in Bangladesh. These bulletins were keenly followed by us in India, as the minds and hearts of all Indians were with the people of Bangladesh. The plight of millions of homeless people crossing the border, seeking refuge in the neighboring states of India, stirred the hearts of our people as they felt in anguish of that helpless multitude. They came forward wholeheartedly to provide succor and any assistance they could provide to their brethren from Bangladesh in their hour of need. The images of the proud people of Bangladesh and their brave fight for justice and dignity were etched in every Indian's consciousness. I recall that on June 15, 1971, I had the privilege to initiate a discussions on the floor of the Rajya Sabha, upper house of Indian Parliament, when I suggested that India should accord diplomatic recognition to the government of Bangladesh in exile in Mujibnagar. My words are on the record and proceedings of Rajya Sabha. When a member sought my suggestion on how to resolve the issue and tackle the problem, I responded by saying, I quote, I am talking of a political solution, which means categorically recognizing the sovereign democratic government of Bangladesh. Political solution means giving material help to the democratic sovereign government of Bangladesh. Unquote.
The honour comes at a time when Bangladesh is facing a big social upheaval. Thousands of youth are marching to demand harsher sentencing of Jamaat fundamentalists who committed genocide during the Liberation War of 1971. Pranab Mukherjee has been an experienced troubleshooter of the Congress party, who's often been dispatched across to Bangladesh in the past to iron out political differences there. Besides having the linguistic affinity, he also has diplomatic skills to deal with a sensitive relationship with Bangladesh. Even at this time, his visit was no less than a morale booster for a regime that is facing a tough time keeping at bay radical elements determined to take it down a regressive path. The geopolitical scenario in South Asia is in a state of political flux, with elections scheduled in Pakistan, Maldives and Bangladesh and India in the year ahead. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina seems inclined towards banning the militant Jamaat-e-Islami party ahead of the elections. This may provoke further violence in the coming weeks, as the Islami Chhatra Shibir, the student wing of the Jamaat, is unlikely to let this move go unchallenged. Already 60 people have lost their lives in the past few weeks of violence.
ট্রেনে আসছে তো গাড়ি ঘোড়া চলে না, তার জন্য ট্রেনে আসছে, ট্রেনে অনেক ভিড়, ছাদে সুদ্ধা লুকটুক উঠছে দেখলাম, তার জন্য অনেক অসুবিধা করে আসা আর কি।
10 high-profile accused were tried by courts for war crimes. 3 have been sentenced so far. 1 death penalty in absentia, 1 life imprisonment and another death penalty. It was the leniency of sentence of life imprisonment of Abdul Qadir Mullah that sparked the peaceful Shahbag protests, as secularists and patriots vowed to keep the pressure alive to ensure that justice is served.
এবং ইসলামী দৃষ্টিভঙ্গিতে যে কয়েকটি রায় ইতিমধ্যে হয়েছে, এটা রায় ইসলামের পক্ষেই হয়েছে। যদিও ওই কাদের মোল্লা যে রায়টা, এটা তো নমনীয় রায় হয়েছে বলে আমাদের ধারণা, এবং দেশের অধিকাংশ মানুষ তো এটাকে নমনীয় বলেই এটা তারা পুনর্বিচারে আবার মৃত্যুদণ্ড, ওই কেসাস যেটা খুন প্রমাণিত হয়েছে, কেসাসটা আবার প্রবর্তন করার জন্য তো আমাদের সোচ্চার হওয়া উচিত। এবং জনগণ তো সে কথা বলছে, আমরা বলছি, আমিও বিশেষ করে বলছি যে কোরআনের অনুকূলে রায় হওয়ার দরকার। আবার এই রায়টা যাবজ্জীবন বদলিয়ে মৃত্যুদণ্ড হওয়া উচিত।
The Shahbag protests and the violence perpetuated by the Jamaat mirror the competing identities of Bangladeshis. Their Bangla identity, the Islamic identity, secularists, religious minorities, the diversity that mirrors Bangla society.
I believe, but some confusion. We are divided, but we have to unique direction for the progression and development of our country. No doubt for our developing, no alternative for our development. So we have to gather everybody, every politics, every party, everybody have to come together for on point for development in our country. We don't believe any other thing, but only on thing, how can we develop our country? This is the main fact. This is the motto of our Bangladesh.
There are many who feel that the Shahbag protests are a liberal street festival with a morbid demand of death penalty. But they fail to understand that Bangladesh is a nation that faced a violent birth, a genocide that went unpunished, a closure that was not given to its people. The liberals of Bangladesh have waited too long for support from the world and their neighbours. They're willing to go ahead alone and get the closure that they need. Thank you for watching. See you again next week. Political leaders who supported and assisted the provisional government of Bangladesh in 1971. And the president was lavish in his praise towards a country close to his heart, setting the tone for closer cooperation between India and Bangladesh. As the Indian President Pranab Mukherjee started his 3-day Bangladesh visit, Dhaka rolled out a red carpet to honour him. Pranab Mukherjee is no stranger to Bangladesh. Besides being a Bengali by birth, when he was about 35 years old, he was one of the main Indian of his wife in Bangladesh. And that Indian was none other than the first citizen of India, President Pranab Mukherjee. The President's first visit abroad was to Bangladesh, sending an important signal that India lays tremendous value to its bilateral relationship with its neighbour. Hello and welcome to Bangladesh Today. I'm Smita Prakash. The 3rd of March was a special day for both Bangladesh and India. An Indian son-in-law of Bangladesh visited his Sasur Bari, or the ancestral home